I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge.
All right, Coach, the day's growing shorter, and folks in these parts gearing up for ski season, but we've got football to keep us.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all. Honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
All right, Coach, the day's growing shorter, and folks in these parts gearing up for ski season, but we've got football to keep us busy right now from Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Can Tucson. Let's get the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing after the interception. Love. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Love. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try the draw, Lindsay. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. 53, Mike, 53. Hey, watch the slant. Ready. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Crunch time, defense. Charlie, Lucky. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. This is taken at the 23. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
Watch 10, watch 10.
To throw is King, operating from the gun. And he'll find Hall. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. Looking to throw. King. Complete. Smith has it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
Ready? 53. 53. Mike. Watch the run. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Running the toss here to Dillon. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Back to throw. Love. Screen pass to Lindsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Kill. 80 weapons. 80 weapons. Kill. Turn up.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mike. On deck, baby. On deck. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Morrow with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Man. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Orbit. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On the ground, this is Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Right, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check pass, check pass.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On the set. 27, Mike. Mike, 27.
Y'all not ready.
Here's King on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Quiet, 64, weak. Jackrabbit, there we go.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and boy, did it work to his offense's benefit.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
King now to throw on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up third down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to third down and making a play there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Let's go.
Now King from the gun, he'll throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on third down. Love. He's got his tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. On first down, it's Lindsey pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Past the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm going back to you.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Running with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike, 53, Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Again, it's Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there. First down. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Demario Davis there on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here's Freeman. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,